Welcome to one of the most exclusive areas of Tucson, Arizona, the Catalina Foothills. Behind me is 4120 North Pontotoc Road, and today we are going to be taking a personal tour through the entire property. This home was recently completed as a brand new custom home in one of the most exclusive areas of Tucson, and it just recently had a huge price adjustment, which is an added bonus for the ultimate owner who ends up buying this gem. If you watch this video all the way through, I'm also going to share with you 3 of the main reasons why luxury clientele that we work with end up choosing the Catalina Foothills area over all other luxury areas around Tucson. Stay tuned for that. You're not going to want to miss it. Let's jump in. Hey, I'm Rich, and if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything that there is to know about lifestyle, real estate, and new builds in Tucson and the surrounding areas, you've come to the right place. Hit that subscribe button to stay tuned in and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the very first to learn everything that you want to know. Let's get a good look at this property, 4120 North Pontotoc Road. I'll leave a link in the description to the MLS so that you can take a peek at exactly what this home has to offer. But from the outside, wow, does it have quite an appeal to it. The Southwestern contemporary style is one that I think perfectly blends modern sophistication with kind of the Southwestern elegance that we see a lot here in our desert. Now we are in the Catalina Foothills, and as the name would suggest, it is what's considered the foothills of the Santa Catalina Mountains, one of the largest mountain ranges in this area. I'll zoom in so you can get a glimpse at these mountains. This is absolutely beautiful. Every moment that I get to spend in the Catalina Foothills is a special moment because it just has some of the most spectacular views ever. And lucky me, it is absolutely gorgeous out right now. And so I'm enjoying one of the times in our desert. We get about 6 to 7 months a year that are absolutely stunning, and we're in that right now. So I get to tour this property with you today, enjoying perfect weather. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It is absolutely perfect. 3-car garage. We've got a large driveway. Pontotoc Road is located here, and you will get some traffic on Pontotoc. It is not a major thoroughfare, but as you can see, as I'm filming this, we're getting, we're probably gonna get 10, 15 cars while we're out here filming this front portion of this house. I love that they used metal roof on this house, and it's nice that they accented the stucco colors to kind of make these angles pop out. The black lighting fixtures add that kind of modern sophistication. Got some cool windows, lots and lots of natural light in this house, but the black around those windows are very nice. This front entryway is just massive. So nice front porch. It's very inviting, very large and grand feeling. This landscaping is something that's very common that you'll see, very low maintenance. It's got this crushed gravel, these natural bushes. It's got some mesquite trees, palo verde tree, got some native cactus, and low maintenance is nice. Low maintenance is nice. Gives you more time to enjoy the company in your home, what life has put in front of you. And who doesn't want to do that? That's what it's all about, right? There are some custom homes being built in this area. This is one of them. We're probably 4 to 6 months away from being completed there. We'll get a better look at that as we continue forward. So, beautiful home in an incredible area, and I am very excited to show you this one. So I'm going to take you through and let's start the inside tour. Welcome into this beautiful custom home. We're going to cover every square inch of this home, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion, having toured quite a bit of luxury properties recently with several of our clients, and getting a sense of this home, comparing it to maybe some other options, just giving you some feedback. This house is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom floor plan, 3,465 square feet. So ample size. If you're moving from, say, the East Coast, or if you're not as familiar with Tucson and you're from an area where you're used to homes that are 4,000, 5,000 square feet, one of the things that you'll find is homes, especially in our luxury market, around 2,600 to about 4,000 is a very common square footage. There are quite a few luxury options or luxury properties that are much larger than that, say 5,000 to 6,000 square feet. But I would say anything above 6,000 square feet really starts to become limited. Our inventory for luxury properties, or just homes in general that are that large, is definitely limited. But for this home in particular, you have 2 floors. The nice thing is that all of your main bedrooms, including your primary suite, are located on this first floor. So it's kind of a split level where as we saw from the outside of the house, where you park there's no steps leading up to the property. You essentially have kind of like a walkout basement, if you will, where this home is kind of built on a hill. And because of that, all of your main living area is on this first floor, giving you some incredible views because you're up higher, but it also makes it convenient because if you don't like stairs, if you don't want to navigate stairs on a daily basis, then that doesn't have to be a concern because everything downstairs could just be a supplement to what is on this main level here. Now, as always, I like to show you kind of the common area where most of us are going to be congregating when we're looking at buying a property. Behind me is this beautiful kitchen. You've got a large island. I haven't taken a tape measure to that, but I would guess that that's probably 10 or 11 feet long. So easily you could fit 4 to 5 stools. Kind of this galley style. Got this nice, beautiful waterfall edge here. Gives it that high-end feel. Looks like they did a really good job with the miters, and it's got this beautiful Calcutta quartz. I love this countertop. This is actually a very similar countertop to the house that me and my wife built a couple of years ago. You've got Thor appliances in this kitchen, and you've got some beautiful kind of a lighter, almost like a redwood toned cabinets. I don't believe these are solid wood. No, that's a veneer over these cabinets. They look nice. It's got the built-in hood as well. And in this video, if you catch anything that still needs some, like I just caught this little piece up here in the corner. I don't know if you can see that, but up there's a little bit of a blemish on looks like a little bit of a blemish on the cabinets. This home is recently completed, so it's very common that the builder is still going to do what they're called their final walkthrough, their punch list item, and most likely they're going to reserve that until they have a buyer in mind, and then they'll have the buyer indicate to them exactly what they want to have fixed, what cosmetic things they want addressed, if any, and they'll give the buyer that exclusive opportunity to direct their attention to where they would like some attention. So keep in mind, if you see that as I'm walking through, that's very typical for a new custom home or a new build in general. And certainly as a buyer, I would want to go through and kind of do the blue tape, which is where you mark everything that is a concern to you with blue tape so that you know that the builder will take care of it before you move in. Now, ceiling heights, always a good question. The official measurement, if you can tell, the tip of my finger is 8 feet. So we're about 10-foot ceilings here in the kitchen and dining area. But as we walk in the house from the foyer there where we enter and this great room, it jumps up to 12-foot ceilings. So definitely makes you feel small in a space like this. This main living area is ample size, and I think with the 8-foot doors that they've put throughout the home and the 12-foot ceilings in the entry and the main living area, I think that helps the space feel very adequate. They've got this beautiful stone fireplace going floor to ceiling, great accent piece. I love that they did this very neutral kind of off-white stone, very clean, easy to mount your TV if that's what you want. You could put a sectional here, very cozy living room. And to be honest with you, I'll turn you around. But you do have some pretty incredible views of the mountains. Let's see if I can get that. It is hard to see, but you do have some incredible views of the Santa Catalina Mountains as you were to sit on a couch that was located in this room. You also have some views of the Rincon Mountains out there, as well as some of the surrounding real estate. So just to give you some glimpse into the view, and we'll stay tuned because we're gonna stand out on that deck and I'm gonna really talk to you about some of the surrounding areas where we're located and some of the things that makes this house really special in terms of location. Another thing that I like about this is they have included some floor outlets. That's really convenient whether you want to do a carpet here, how you want to orient your furniture. It just adds a lot of flexibility so that you're not pigeonholed to running cords across. Pretty indicative of the luxury property at this price range. So I like that and appreciate that they put that in there. Through this room, we've got a split bedroom floor plan, but through this room, we have the primary bedroom suite. I'm gonna cover the guest bedrooms with you real quick, and I'm gonna cover the guest suite of the house. So that's gonna be this direction. I'm gonna take you to the foyer real quick to show you something because I thought that was kind of a neat place to start. So as we come in, you've got this more formal dining room right off of the kitchen. Ample size, would be a great room for a large round table where you fit 8, maybe 10 chairs. Could go with a big square table. This is a very square room. So, you know, a rectangular table might be a little tight. I think you probably would be better spaced with everybody seating with a square or a round table in there. Now, that's on one side of the entry. On the other side of the foyer here is a double door to essentially what could be an office, study, gym. I mean, really lots of different options here. There is no closet built into this room, but it is a good sized room. I mean, as a home office, this would be a pretty awesome spot. You do have some really nice views out that front window. Let's see if I can capture that for you. Let's see. So as you were sat at your desk, you could be looking at the Santa Catalina Mountains there and just enjoying what that view has to offer. So lots of flexibility with this room. Great home office, very cozy for that. Could be a yoga studio, reading area, you know, could be a spare bedroom. It just doesn't have a built-in closet. So that could be something that you add in after the fact on some sort of an armoire mounted to the wall. There's some options for that. But coming back through the foyer into the great room, we're gonna be walking through the kitchen. And as we make our way to the bedrooms, I'll show you kind of what's going on in some of these doorways. This is your pantry closet in there. You got your fridge, built in here with some cabinets above. Those are some extra components to the fridge. You do have stairs down to the secondary living area, which we'll cover at a later time in this video, so stay tuned for that. And then you walk into this hallway. Now, this is the first guest bedroom, which I'll take you to now. And taking a look at this, decent size, nice that they've got walk-in closets as well as an ensuite bathroom. Nice tall floor-to-ceiling tile. I like the neutral finishes that they did with the tile. I like the kind of brushed gold. This gold hardware is starting to make its comeback for sure. Let me know what you think. Is this too much of a 90s vibe for you, or is this something that you appreciate? It's not that super shiny gold that we used to see in the 90s, but it is gold and it's kind of a brushed matte finish, but very nice. I like that they did an archway with the glass here, add a little bit of dimension, a little bit of softness to this area, which is pretty cool. Floating vanities, which are pretty nice. Again, with that brushed gold hardware. And you do have a sliding glass door out to a little portion of a balcony that is part of this bedroom as well. Closet space is always important. They have done some decent little built-ins in these closets. So that's already taken care of. This home, for the most part, I feel is move-in ready. Everyone's taste is a little bit different, so there certainly is gonna be some items that you may want done, but right off of this bedroom, you do have this beautiful patio, and I will show you a little bit about the surrounding views later. So stay tuned, we're getting there. We're getting there, just wanna give you a little taste of what's going on. So that is guest bedroom number one. Let's take a walk back down this hallway, and we do have a hallway closet with some built-ins there. Could add, it's not odd how we did this, to be honest with you. Could add a rack here for some, some additional shelving and stuff as you open that. It's strange that they stopped it there, to be honest with you. But maybe they're thinking vacuum. You could easily hang a Dyson vacuum, maybe some other shelves. Haven't quite seen that before, but gotta be a little creative in that closet. Let me know, what do you think we should do in that closet? Here's a look at your half bathroom. So this would be for your guests. Easy access right off the kitchen, which is located here. Again, with the floating vanities, that's the theme you'll see throughout. They've kind of carried this curved. Saw that in the last bathroom we just took a look at with the glass. So continuing down, this is that office area. Through that door is the foyer that we walked through. So we continue. This is guest bedroom number two. That first bedroom we looked at compared to this one, they're probably similar in square footage. This one might be a little bit larger. This is more square in shape. The last one that we walked through was a little bit more rectangular. So yeah, good sized bedrooms. Walk-in closet with some built-ins. There are some additional built-ins behind this door as well that aren't as easy to see. Here's a look at the vanity. Nice, so they went with a little bit more of a different style, floor tile, wall tile. This is very smooth, very shiny, similar glass. They kind of carried that round theme throughout, which is pretty cool. Great ensuite. So one thing I haven't mentioned yet is this floor, this nice kind of light oak wood floor. I'm not sure if it's actually oak, but it's definitely a light wood. I think it adds a lot of natural texture to this house. Being kind of a contemporary Southwestern home, I think it feels very modernized with this floor. And it's kind of wide planked as well, which is kind of nice. But again, you do have your own private little balcony off of this room as well. Take a quick peek. Got some great views. Some of the natural landscape. These Palo Verde trees kind of give you some nice privacy over here. Let's head back in. So continuing forward, we've got the laundry room here. Built-ins above. You do have your own sink. This is kind of nice. I don't know if this is coming through in the camera, but this is actually like a leathered granite or quartz, so it actually has like a texture to it. It's smooth, but it does have this kind of leathery texture to it, which is unique. You don't see that too often. I have seen this in a couple homes, and I appreciate that it's a subtle difference. Light, bright, does have a window, which I know is important. You know, you don't want a laundry room that feels like a cave. At least most people don't. I know I'm one of them. Good size, nothing too special in there, but definitely adequate. And then we have the 3-car garage. Old school Camaro Berlinette. Let me know if that's the style anyone used to rock. Let me know in the comments, did you ever have a Camaro? I mean, this thing is a classic right here. Pretty clean too. I know we're touring a house, but we get special treats like this every once in a while. This is like a little time capsule in the garage here. So good sized garage. I think you'd have no problem parking a truck in here. Now, one thing to note is you're losing about 1.5 to 2 feet because of that little bump out there. So this is probably more ideal for some sort of a sedan or a car. You do add that extra 2 feet here on this 2-car garage. So if you drive a truck, you'd be much better able to fit your truck in here. Plenty of room, but about 3 feet, 2.5, 3 feet to open your door there. So it should be pretty ample space. And nice finished garage. Insulated garage doors. They got the 5-panel lights, glass lights through this back door to some natural stone stairs that go down into the backyard for easy access in and out of the garage. You do have some storage in here. Store some bikes. You've got some mechanical components in here as well. Bikes, extra paint, tools, kayaks, whatever you need. Now this little room here is another cool thing that they added to this home. It does add some flexibility because it's off the garage. It could be storage, but it's finished nicely just like the interior of the house. So this could very easily be, a secondary office. I mean, could be a wine room, could be a dark room if you're into photography, could be a little arts and crafts room, you know, lots of possibilities here. For anyone who was curious, that thing that was mounted to the wall inside that room that we just looked at, looks like it was a water softener or water filtration system. Didn't take up too much space. But I did see that was on the wall in there as well. So now we can continue back into the common area. I'm gonna walk you through the kitchen here. I'm gonna walk you back through to the main living area. This little closet here is good for coats. Could store some games. Could store vacuums, kids' toys. You know, you've got a little bit of space behind the door here, about a foot behind the door. So some room for extra shelves. Nobody ever complains about extra space, that's for sure. So next, I will take you through the primary bedroom and we'll take a look at that. So this is off of the living room and we'll take a peek through. So as you walk in, There's a little bit of a rectangular orientation. They've got this room situated for you to be able to put your king bed there with your nightstands. Got plugs for each. Now, without this home being staged, I'm gonna virtually stage it in your mind for you right now. So you got an area for, it could be a little reading chair, reading nook here. Could put some sort of a little piece of furniture, maybe an armoire, some sort of a dresser, something like that over there. If you wanted to, you've got the bed, you've got nightstands on either side. I really like this floor, this color floor with this natural light, and then these kind of like, I guess they're white walls. They might be a slight off-white, I don't know. Sometimes natural light can play tricks on what colors you see, but it does look really nice. Hopefully that's coming through. You're kind of blinded by the light, so this is probably a better angle. You do have some incredible views out those windows there. Santa Catalina Mountains, you can actually see Finger Rock right there. It looks like just a little fingertip right there. Done that hike, that is an amazing hike. If you like outdoors activities, if you're a hiker, that is an epic hike. You can actually stand right on top of the finger. Something cool is there is a jar at the top of that people have signed in on since the like 1970s. So I was lucky enough to put my name on that jar when we did it. Here's a look at the primary bathroom. We're missing some glass in here, so no, this isn't exactly how it is. They'll continue the glass here on this wall, but it's not quite finished yet. Glass could be on order. Maybe they have it. They're just waiting to install it. I'm not exactly sure what the situation is, but they have done a really good job matching this granite or quartz. I believe this is a quartz. It does have some like copperish, goldish flake in it, along with those kind of Calcutta veins, those gray veins that we saw in the kitchen. And they've accented it really nicely with the tile that they chose for this primary shower. You do have a bench with a linear drain that's hidden underneath the bench, which I think is really cool. So all the water drains that way. The drain is kind of hidden so you don't see it. That is just a little subtle nuance that I don't see too often. Love the big vessel tub. If anyone enjoys a nice soaking tub, this is a great area to do so. You have some views out that window, as you would imagine. Private water closet there with a little view if you stretch your head out. This is a really nice size primary bathroom. And then through the double vanities, you've got the walk-in closets, or walk-in closet, excuse me. They do have some nice built-ins in here, including some countertop area, window for some natural light, shoe rack. It's like some area for purses, colognes, maybe some jewelry, plenty of hanging space. So stay tuned, we're gonna take a look very soon at what's down below us, and I'm also gonna be mentioning what this neighborhood is so special about this neighborhood and why so many of our luxury buyers, in their consideration with this neighborhood and some others, why they end up choosing the Catalina Foothills. What is it? Let's find out. We're gonna be covering that soon. There is a private balcony outside each bedroom, along with their own walk-in closet and their private ensuite bathroom. There is some construction going on, so you'll see this house is probably going to be completed in the next, let's say they're probably 4 to 6 months away from that. This is a large patio. The weather is absolutely beautiful in February, which is the month that we're in right now. And I mean, doing outdoor dining, entertainment, having an outdoor sectional here, just incredible. You've got some amazing views. This is a natural wash that runs through the back of the house, right at the back of the property. You've got plenty of space. Since we're up here, we'll take a peek. You've got plenty of space to build pretty much whatever you want. Pool, you could put a pickleball court down here. You could probably put both, maybe a tennis court, half basketball court, you know, area for the dogs, play area for the kids. Lots and lots of options. We've got another big mountain range out there. Got the Rincon Mountains. We've got the Santa Catalina Mountains out there. Very quiet out here. And so, yeah, beautiful patio space. Lots and lots of natural light. Lots of windows in this house, which is very nice. I like the black accents on the exterior of the windows, which is really cool, accented with the kind of, it's a brown, like a very grayish brown stucco that's coming through. So down this path is to that private, or that, yeah, private patio to the guest bedroom. So I'll show you that real quick, just to kind of orient you. Here we are. And so next up, we're gonna take a look downstairs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head back through this kitchen. This is the dining nook. I'll take you back through this way. We're gonna head down those stairs and we're gonna head into what's down below. Let's go see. Take a peek. Carry this hardwood floors throughout, even on the stairs. No carpet in this house, which is, I think for most buyers, very ideal, especially in the desert, whether you have dogs or not. And now we are officially in the downstairs area. So we are at the kind of split level. Keep in mind, the area above us is considered the first story. And this would be considered kind of a walkout basement because the house is built kind of on a hill. So where you park, where your driveway is, where the garage is, that's all on the main floor, which is above us. And this is kind of dug into the ground, but the bonus is you're at ground level here too, which is pretty cool. I appreciate that they do that with these hillside lots because I think it makes the space so much more usable, especially having the primary suite and main guest bedrooms upstairs for day-to-day use. You know, going up and downstairs, if you can avoid it, hey, if you like to get your steps in, go for it. I'm not one to complain about extra exercise, but I will tell you that for a lot of our buyers that we get, having that primary suite, if there are stairs, in an area that doesn't require up and down stairs, I think opens up the convenience to a larger buyer pool. So down here, you have a little kitchenette, mini fridge, microwave, some shelving, a little mini bar sink. You do have some mechanical components through that little Harry Potter door there, and you've got some storage in here as well. So kind of a blank slate to do whatever you want it with. You could put some shelving in here, whatever you need to. But I really think that this area would work best as, it's got multi-function. So let me cover some of my thoughts here. I think whoever ends up buying this house almost certainly is gonna put some significant landscaping in the backyard, and it's probably gonna include some sort of a pool and spa. This area would be a great kind of pool game room. Pool room, game room. If you're entertaining, you've got this sliding glass door right off the back here. People come in and out, ping pong table, pool table, you know, maybe some couches so you guys can watch TV, hang out, lounge. You're not having people going up and down into the main area of the house. And so I think you got a lot of flexibility doing that. The other option that I think is important to note is there is a bedroom down here. So let's go take a peek at that, because that will that'll flow into what the next suggestion would be. Here's a look at the downstairs bathroom. Beautiful. I love that in every bathroom they put a little bit of a different design in terms of the quartz granite countertops, as well as the floors and the shower floor. I think this might be my favorite bathroom in this house in terms of style. Let me know. We walked through 3 bathrooms with tile, 3 full bathrooms so far. Sorry, 4 full bathrooms so far. Let me know which one you think is the best. 1, 2, 3, or 4. We'll say this is bathroom number 4. And I don't know, I just love this. I really like this tile. This is kind of like crack of, it's like burst of gray. Very cool, very cool. Kind of like cracked glass a little bit. Hexagon tile, shower floor. I like the cabinet colors. Yeah, very cool. I think this is my favorite bathroom that we've seen in this house so far, but let me know which one you like it, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So here's the bedroom. Again, you have your own walk-in closet. You've got your own walkout onto a patio. So that is a cool theme that they've carried through this entire house. Done a great job with that. Ceiling heights in here, 9 foot. 9-foot ceilings, that's an 8-foot tall sliding glass door. You've got a big walk-in closet, to be honest with you. This is probably the biggest guest bedroom walk-in closet. And I think that probably plays well into my next suggestion for this area. If you have multi-generational living, if you have a loved one living with you that wants independent space, but also you want the peace of mind of knowing that they're close. They want the peace of mind of knowing that they have loved ones close as well. I think this is an incredible space for that because they would have essentially their own bathroom, their own large closet, a decent sized bedroom. This isn't a big bedroom, but you could easily fit a queen or a full, a nightstand or 2, a dresser. You've got a big walk-in closet, and you do have quite a bit of space out here. So they would actually be able to have their own living area, their own little kitchen space, their own little efficiency unit that they could have some independence, but also be close enough for you to keep tabs on. So I know that is something, as some of our family members age, I think it's something that all of us have to consider at one point, is taking care of the previous generation to some capacity and helping those folks out. So I think this has a lot of flexibility with that, if you wanted to go that route. Now, let's take a peek outside because this really is another huge patio space. In the desert, covered patio spaces are like gold. You want as much covered patio space as possible because for the 6 to 8 months a year that we get beautiful weather like it is now, it's literally perfect weather right now. You can stand, it's almost the same temperature inside as it is outside. There's almost no difference, and it's dry, cool air, just beautiful. I wish I was using this house as a big entertainment area right now because the weather is ready for it. But in the summer months, I would say June to August, September-ish, you're gonna want some covered space. And this house has a ton of covered space. I mean, just look at the size of these patios. This pretty much mirrors the size of the patio above us. And that's gonna be something that's really, really appreciated by whoever owns this house, because in those summer months, it means you have more outdoor area to enjoy. Now, if you have a pool down here, you can imagine being able to keep tabs on what's going on in the backyard. It's gonna be a great view. You're entertaining, you have the pool lit up at night. You're gonna see some incredible lights in the surrounding area from surrounding residences. You might get some wildlife coming up and down this wash occasionally. We get javelinas, which are the natural or desert pigs, some coyotes. I was actually out with some clients in another exclusive luxury neighborhood called Stone Canyon. And I was in the primary bedroom doing a video tour with them, and a bobcat, a little wild cat, came walking right by the bedroom window and was just kind of doing his thing, walking around. So I'm sure you're gonna see all sorts of wildlife out here. Don't worry though, you don't bug them, they don't bug you. But here's a look at this property from the back. Very, very cool. I love that they did the metal roof instead of something like tile. Personally, everyone's style is a little bit different. We have a lot of tile roof options and beautiful option, but I think the metal roof adds that just a little bit more of a modern touch, and I think they nailed it with this. Now, this house being on just over an acre, 1.08 acres, this house is serviced by a conventional septic system, which is very common in home sites that are, I would say, are about half an acre or larger. So even though we're in the Catalina Foothills, which is very, I would say, very developed in general. It's not like you've got a lot of really high density areas, meaning they're just cramming homes on top of each other. But there's a lot of existing infrastructure in the Catalina Foothills area. And even though you do have access to the public sewer, a lot of the larger home sites, it's more convenient and more economical to have a conventional septic. Now, it's very common out here in the desert. These tubes reminded me of that, because almost certainly this is either where the septic tank is or where the leach system is, where it drains underground. And they are very common, very low maintenance. You're talking every 6 to 10 years, you need to get them pumped and inspected for good maintenance. That runs you about $700 to $1,000 depending on what size system you have. And they pump it out, they inspect it, they clean it, and you're ready to rock and roll for another 6 to 10 years. So super easy maintenance overall. Now, they have incorporated some of this natural stone here in terms of like some walkways and stuff, which is kind of nice. You can see that on both sides. They put some natural stone steps. This home does have some of the most modern types of mechanical components, tankless water heater. You got state-of-the-art HVAC components, dual pane windows. Here's that stone on this side, these natural stone steps. And then up there where that door is the garage that you can see. So once this custom home is done, they're gonna be finishing up this wall. You can see where the brown is. There'll be another wall here. So when you're sitting in your backyard, you're pretty much not going to see much of that home, probably the roof line, but you should have plenty of privacy. And then obviously on this side, you've got lots and lots of privacy as well. Now, before I share with you why so many of our luxury clientele choose the Catalina Foothills and really what they hang their hat on in terms of that being the location for them, I just wanted to remind you that I have lived in Tucson my whole life. I am a local, about as local as they get, because my family has been located in Tucson for over 150 years. For the last 15 years, I've worked professionally as a realtor and a real estate appraiser, and I've helped thousands of people just like you find the perfect place here in town, and I'd love to be a resource. So let's get connected. Grab my contact information. I'll put it on screen for you to grab, and you can grab it down in the description for convenience. Call, text, email, or you can schedule a free Zoom consult. Let's get connected. I'd love to talk with you more. Also, if you are in the market for a luxury property and you're considering some different areas of Tucson, I'm very curious which neighborhoods you think are at the top of the charts for you, whether it's in Catalina Foothills, whether it's in Stone Canyon, whether it's in Honeybee Canyon, whether it's in Dove Mountain. Let me know which areas you're considering, because I'd be very curious to find out. I personally respond to all comments, so post those below. All right, and just as promised, I'm gonna share with you why so much of our luxury clientele choose the Catalina Foothills as the area to call home in their consideration of which location is best. I think for most of our buyers, when they consider the location of the home that they want, they're looking for a couple factors. One of the factors that Catalina Foothills really excels at is conveniences to luxury amenities. So you've got golfing, you've got resorts, you've got high-end retail, you've got high-end exclusive restaurants. This is kind of, Catalina Foothills is kind of the epicenter for that luxury lifestyle. And specifically when it comes to all of the amenities that you become accustomed to, this is kind of the location where all of that is most convenient. Now, the second is the school district. The Catalina Foothills School District is one of the best in Southern Arizona. And so I think for a lot of clients who have that as an important topic in their consideration, that is something very important that they focus in on. All right, and lastly, the third item is the Catalina Foothills is probably one of the most established luxury areas in Tucson or the surrounding Tucson area. So for a lot of our luxury buyers, they're moving from out of state to Tucson. And because of that, I think having the peace of mind of knowing that they're buying in a very established area, that they're buying in an area that has a long history of supporting some of the highest priced real estate in Southern Arizona, this is an area that they find peace of mind in. This is an area that when they decide to make a big investment in the next home that they're going to purchase, they want to know that that investment is protected, that it has some longevity, it has some data behind it. And so whether you're from Tucson or whether you're from somewhere else outside of Tucson, I think having that additional confidence that you're buying into a very well-established luxury area to purchase a property like this, I think is very, very important, and one of the main reasons why our clients choose Catalina Foothills over some of the other areas. Well, there you have it. Now we have toured one of the newest homes completed in the Catalina Foothills, one of the most coveted areas in Tucson. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. It supports me. It also lets us know that we're creating videos that you find valuable, and we can create more of that. And if there's anything that we can do to help, as a reminder, grab my contact information out of the description. I'll put it on screen right here as well. Let's get connected. And until next time, I hope to see you around the neighborhood.